Hey, welcome everyone. So, this study session, I managed to get acquainted with someone online, and her name is Lina, or I think her foreigner name is Lina, and we're gonna make an exchange where I would teach her English, and she would teach me Mandarin. I'm supposed to call her in a minute. I'm very precise. We said 2. I'm waiting a minute and a half. And she said she wanted to talk about the weather. So there's this article. It's nice. Weather or food. Basically small talk. So I'll make sure to tell her that. I prefer to talk about something else, but it's our first conversation. So I'm gonna let her decide what she wants to talk about. So, alright, almost there. So this is what I'm gonna do for I figured we'll have like a 20-minute study sessions where we could switch. That way it's organized rather than random. So for the first 20 minutes, I'm gonna speak with her in English. And after that, for my 20 minutes, there's some reading exercises in this great book, which I contacted Toro to send me another one for free because I'm pinching pennies right now. Alright, it's 2. Let's give her a call. Before he's calling this WeChat. Hey, good afternoon.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise. How you doing today?
Great.
Okay. Yeah, I'm still here. So your name is Lina.
Oh,
Your foreigner name is Lina. What's your name? So I could call you your Chinese name.
okay. Um, I'll type it for you.
You'll type it with the characters in Pinyin because I don't know much.
Uh, my Chinese name is um, sorry.
It's okay. Take your time.
Okay, Liang Qiyan.
Liao Xiyan? Can,
Liang
can
Liang Qiyan.
Liang Xiyan. Would you type the Pinyin under it?
Yeah.
That way I pronounce it.
I'm sorry. Could you please um slow down your
Yes, sure.
um
Would you please type in the Pinyin for
guides?
type? Write your opinion.
Oh, my opinion.
No, the Pinyin. Pinyin.
Oh, Pinyin. Okay.
Pinyin. Alright, let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Liang.
Liang.
Liang. It's second tone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Second tone.
Liang. Shi.
Yes.
Chi. Yan.
Yes. Yes. Awesome.
Okay. So it's second tone, or
Yeah.
they're all second tones? Okay.
Yes.
Yang Xin Yan. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Perfect. All right. My name is Hazim.
So,
People call me Haz for short sometimes.
has.
Yeah, it's kind of like a
Okay.
nickname that I use sometimes.
Okay.
So, what do you study? Are you in school?
I'm studying for some topics, just like we always use it in our daily life.
are you still in school or you don't go to school?
Um, uh, I graduated um last year.
Okay.
Yes.
What did you study?
My major.
Yeah.
I'm studying for Chinese literature. Do you know?
Chinese literature. Wow.
Yes.
So you're the perfect teacher for Chinese.
Yeah. I'm working. I'm working as a teacher, Chinese teacher now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Do you work like in a school or are you just a tutor? A tutor
I'm just working in a school,
in a school?
middle school.
Middle
Yes.
school. Oh, how nice.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
So you will go to China
I am in
this
China.
year? Wow.
I'm in EU right now.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
Yeah, my school starts the 23rd in Hangzhou.
23rd.
Yes, in 10 days.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what's your school's name?
Zhejiang Business College. I
Ah.
think it's ZBJC, something like that. Have you ever heard of it?
Zhejiang Business College.
Yeah.
Business College. Maybe I know it. Is it a private school or a public school?
I think it's. Let me pull up the letter of admission. I think it's public because it's cheap. It's not expensive.
Oh. Um,
Wait.
I know Zhejiang Economic College, and business. I don't know.
I'm gonna
Is it
pull it up.
is it at Hangzhou?
Yeah, it's in Hangzhou. Here, one second. I'm gonna give you the letter of admission. It probably makes
Okay.
sense for you. Because I don't know the name. I can't say the name in Mandarin yet or in Hanyu. Send to chat. Here.
Maybe you can give me a picture.
Yeah, I just sent it.
Okay. Ah.
Do you know it?
Oh no. Really, I don't know this college because to tell you the truth, I think it is not a public college.
Okay. I mean, it's only I'm
Um,
I'm only learning Mandarin for a year. I'm not going there, for
so. Mm-hmm.
my
Oh.
my school is still in Florida. I study
Ah.
sociology.
Wow.
Yeah. So this year
So.
just to learn about Mandarin and the Chinese culture.
Mm-hmm. So how long will you study in China?
So far for a year, maybe more. I don't know.
So um, you are 23 years old this year?
No, I'm 25.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
a bit old.
Mm,
So you said you wanted to talk about weather, food, and everyday conversations.
yes.
This is called small talk.
Maybe.
So, do you like what's your favorite season?
Season.
Yeah,
Uh,
in the year.
uh, to tell you in this way, I am a northern. Do
Okay.
you know? Yeah, I am a northern, and I work in southern
Okay.
now. So um, for the north cities, maybe I prefer spring and summer.
Mm-hmm.
And for southern city, I prefer spring and autumn because summer is so hot.
Wait, Thousand Cities? What is that?
Um, Inner Mongolia, Inner Mongolia,
Yeah, there's Thousand Cities. I don't know what that is.
northern city.
Another city?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. In Mongolia.
Yes, it's adjacent to Mongolia.
Okay. Is that where Beijing is? When when you say
Not so far.
when you say not northern,
Yeah.
Beijing is north, right?
Yes.
So is your dialect Beijing dialect?
Dialect.
Dialect. Um,
Uh.
let's see. Dialect.
Ah. Diet. I
No,
know diet.
no dialect.
Uh.
Here, I typed it for you.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Some words I don't know, so I need some times
To process.
to check it. Dialect.
You know how people from north speak in a different way than people in the south?
I'm sorry.
People in North China or
Mm-hmm.
speak a little bit different than South China, correct?
Yes.
Be-
Yes.
because their
Because
dialect is different.
accent and accent.
Accent um, is for foreigners. You
Ah.
use accent. If I were to speak Mandarin, you say I have an
Mm.
accent. But if another Chinese person says a different way than you say their dialect is different because it's still their
Ah.
language.
Wow. Thank you.
No problem.
Yes. Yes. Uh. They has dialect. Dialect. Just like do you know? 嗯，知道.
知道
Yes. Do you know this word?
No.
知道. Sorry.
Let's see. I think that's to know. Isn't that to know?
Yes.
Okay.
It means I see.
I
I
s-
know. I know it.
I see. Oh, 知道
Yeah.
对
Yes. Yes.
Here, I'm gonna type it
And
so.
if I say something, um, you can answer me. 我知道.
我知道
Yes. It means I know. I say. I see.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. I know it.
Hmm.
And this is the standardized
Mandarin.
uh pronounce. Standardized pronounce is 知道. And for some southern cities, maybe 知道 pronounced 少点.
Shad. Is that
Yeah.
is that Cantonese?
Dialect.
Is that Cantonese or it's still Mandarin? Shao.
No, it's not Mandarin.
It's not Mandarin. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And the 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 standard dialect is the Beijing,
Yeah.
right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, that's the one I want to learn.
Yes.
Okay, so let's see. So I
And
fit.
what I can make sure is my pronunciation is pretty um, standardized.
For yourself?
Yeah,
Um,
because I have received the permission, certification. Yeah,
certificate.
certification.
Okay. Well, I think that you have to immerse yourself in English. Do you know what immerse means?
Immerse,
Immerse here.
immerse myself.
Immerse here. I tapped it in. It means that music. You listen to music. You watch movies. You even
Ah,
when even when you're alone walking, you would try to think in English. You you would not don't try to think
ah,
in Mandarin and then try to translate it into your head to English. Just
mm-hmm.
just start thinking in English and speaking a lot, even to yourself. People will think you're crazy, but that's fine. Don't care.
Yeah. If I talk to myself in English, maybe someone look at me as crazy.
Then hold the phone next to your ear, and they would think that you are on the phone. That's what I did.
But it is so embarrassed. Uh, oh, I don't know the feeling, but I think it will makes me embarrassing
What does?
to talk to myself.
Well, I mean,
Right.
it doesn't have to be in public. You could do it in your room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do it in your room, in the shower, and when you're alone. That way, it doesn't seem embarrassing.
And to make some dialogues by myself.
Well,
But
just like regularly.
mhm.
Means what we mean by. Oh, there's okay.
Mm, so when you start your study in Hangzhou,
Yeah. Um, it's in the 23rd. I will move to the dormitory and and just study. I'm currently studying about maybe 4 or 5 hours every day. Um, once you want to, I figured to be efficient in this conversation.
mm-hmm,
We would speak in English for 20 minutes, and
mm-hmm,
then we would speak in Mandarin
mm-hmm.
in the next 20 minutes, and that way we could keep switching until we get tired and be like, okay, I'm done. Please hang up.
Oh, good. That's good. So it will start um, study at February. on February,
No,
March.
we could start studying now. I have
I mean, your college.
my college, yeah. On no, not
Yeah,
March, February, in 10 days.
in 10 days.
Yeah.
Wow,
So
it's
it's
soon.
yeah, it's very soon. I'm trying to learn about 200 characters and
Mhm,
try to master my pinyin
mhm.
before I go there to save time, or at least to not go there unprepared.
Yes, and um, do you have any partners to study in Hangzhou?
No, no, I don't know anybody. I have a few people I met on conversation exchange,
Mhm.
and I would call them, they would call me, uh, and we would do the same thing. It's kind of like 20 minutes English, 20 minutes Mandarin. Uh, Basically, they try to tell me because in Pinyin, like zhi, shi, shi, ru, like they're
Mhm.
did I pronounce them right?
Yes,
Yeah.
you're
So
pretty good.
chi, no, what was it? Chi chi shi. Is that no? Wait, what was it?
Ji qi xi.
Ji chi shi.
Yes.
What else? I have a, I, un, ong, ow. Is that right?
No, 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 no. Uh, I mean, do you know? Do you have some pinyin chart?
Yeah.
Yeah, and uh, um, could you please send me your chart?
Yeah, absolutely.
Take a photo, yeah, and I will look at it and correct you.
It's really weird kind of chart because I can't take a picture while on the phone.
Yeah, yes, because we are
Yeah, you're
taking the voice chat.
okay. There's one and this video or this website is not blocked. You could go on it. Yo Chinese.
Okay,
I like the chart.
okay.
Very fancy. Do you have a computer?
Yes,
All right.
of course. Oh no.
It's blocked.
Yeah,
Ah.
it should. It need login.
No, it doesn't. Just on the top, there's Pinyin chart. You could just go to it. You don't have to log in.
Ah, yes, I see that. But maybe the internet is not fluently. Well, okay. Let it go, and I will find the. I will find the pinyin chart and give you the picture, and I will give you the pinyin pronounce.
Okay, we could do that.
Okay. After we finish our talking, okay?
Okay. So there's this conversation. Let me take a photo and I'll call you right back. There's some
Mm-hmm.
reading exercises in my book, and
Mm-hmm.
I want to read them together. Maybe correct me when I don't do anything right. Is that a good idea?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 1 second. I'll call you back.
Okay.
Petty trouble. Okay. Don't make fun of my flip phone. I love it. No, darn it. even if I know the word is xiao. Well, let's try. I often don't know. Well, I mean, but I don't know what was. Yeah, you're kind of hitting home right now because I feel the same way. But you can't give up. You gotta keep going. Practice. I feel like if some all right, let's call her again and see.
Hi.
All right, I'm back. So did you get my pictures?
Yeah.
Oh.
I just look at your I just look at the pictures you have sent me.
Okay. What do you think about my pinyin chart?
I think it's okay, but I'm afraid of there are too much to learn, and I'm afraid of there's not enough time to practice all of them.
Oh, of course. No. We'll practice like 5 more minutes, and it doesn't have to be a long study session. I'm studying a lot, but we could just have like an hour. So far we had like 30 minutes, maybe 10 more minutes.
Yes. In my opinion, I think you have to um, because these are the basic. Pinyin is the basic.
Okay.
So I think you should pay more attention to it. Maybe today we learn 10 characters.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah,
I already know
and,
like 80.
And you should do it as well as you can.
What, pinyin or?
Yes, Pinyin. And next time, maybe we can do some practice and learn some words. Would you like this way?
Sure. But one of the third photo that I sent you, do you see it? The one with the reading exercise?
Yes.
I can read this.
Mm-hmm.
贺大山你好，文中生你好，我出山东，你出山西。This one is 李小山出河北，王大文出河南。What? Be honest. It's not good, is it?
Maybe 90% of them you can read it as well. And one word, not exactly. 去，
去，
我去山东。
我去山东，
山东
山东，
，yes，你去山西。
你去山西。
Yes, yes, good. Yes.
Okay. But you think, in your opinion, it's too early for me to try to read characters. I should just perfect my pinyin.
You can practice, but pay more attention to pinyin.
Okay. Well, go back
Yes.
to the first page.
Okay.
At the top, those are the simple vowels that I a, o, e, u, u.
Yes.
Those are the special cases. Po, po, mo, fo, de, te, ne, le, ge, ke, he, ji, qi, xi, zi, ci, si, zhi, chi, shi, ri.
Very good.
Should
Wow.
I keep going?
Yes.
I, a, ow, wo,
No. Oh,
o,
yeah.
an, r,
And,
an, n,
yes.
n,
Mm-hmm.
un,
Mm-hmm.
r,
Yeah.
ang,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
ong,
Yes.
ye, ya.
Where?
At the bottom of the the ye.
By red pen?
The you see where
Red color?
ong, yeah, on the right. Ong, bottom of ong.
Ah.
Ye,
Ah.
ya, yao, ye, you. Is that you see it? At the very bottom to the right. Ya, yao, ye, yue, yo, yan, yin, yang.
Ya, yao,
Yes,
ye.
that's the one. Ya,
The
yeah,
third one.
yeah,
Yeah.
the ya.
Uh-huh.
Ya, yao, ye,
Yes.
yo, yan, yin, yang, ying, yong.
Ya.
Yeah,
The bottom of ya. You.
yo.
Yes. You.
Where are you? Which one?
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
Next line.
the next line. Okay. Yin.
Yeah. No. Ya and yin. Between. The pinyin between ya and yin. The same line.
Oh. Yuan?
Yes.
Yuan, you mean? I don't know.
Yeah. You. You and next one is yen. Right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yu, yan,
Yes. Yes.
yin.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Okay.
Keep going or stop?
Wow.
What?
You are excellent.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
Thank you. Now
Yes.
that's
Really excellent.
Thank you. There's a video I watch every day on YouTube, and this Chinese teacher. She has like an. That's the way like the whole Pinyin chart. It's kind of like I wrote it down, copied it, because she divide the Pinyin that way. I don't like the Pinyin charts. I like this one. It's easier for me, even though it's
Yeah.
messy. But I like it. I like messy.
Yes.
All right. Well,
You
I
have your Chinese teacher?
no, it's on YouTube. I
Ah.
watch Yoku too.
Wow.
I watch Gigi Bond. It's like a kids show.
Ah. Wow.
Yeah, watching kids show. It's they speak slow, and I put the speed to 0.75, so they even speak
Mhm.
slower. And whatever character I see on the subtitles, I know. I write it down, and I do that for like an hour every day.
Wow.
So
Since you are very hardworking.
thank you. Do you mind if I finish the whole thing? That way, next time
Uh,
you could teach me tones, or do you have plans?
okay, we can go on, and we
Okay.
can go on.
The the
Yeah,
the
and
the wo.
I think um we need to make a plan or schedule.
Okay,
Uh,
sure.
yes, just like every day or 2 days. In 3 days, we have a we have a lesson,
Study session.
have a theory.
Okay, well, I mean, until the 23rd, I am available all day. I wake up early. I wake up at 4 or 5, and I sleep
Wow.
at 10. I like waking up early. I don't like sleeping. I hate sleeping.
So uh, when you go to sleep?
Um, Maybe 10 or 11 because I take a nap
Wow.
during the day. Maybe like 45 minutes. So
Mhm.
I only sleep 6 hours a day. I don't sleep more.
Wow.
Yeah. Do you like sleeping?
Yes.
I hate sleeping.
I
I,
like sleeping so much.
I always tell my friends that I will have a lot of time to sleep when I'm dead.
I think I should study from you.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. You teach me, I teach you.
Wow, good.
So
Clap to you.
let's what time works best for you?
Uh, I think yeah, I'm during my vacation, my winter vacation. At our school.
Uh huh.
Um, yeah, at our school. So um, yeah, I'm during my winter vacation, and I think I'm free. I'm
When?
flexible. My schedule is flexible.
Okay, until the school opens.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
sure.
And when we need to alter the time, the schedule, maybe we can tell each other.
Okay. Uh,
And uh,
do you want to study during your winter vacation, or do you prefer to wait until the school opens?
uh, what's your mean?
W- like, would you want to have another study session, maybe tomorrow or after tomorrow
Yes,
on Friday?
sure.
Okay. Um,
Yes.
what?
I think it is good for us to talk more,
Okay.
and you can practice your Chinese, and I can practice my spoken English.
Okay. What time do you prefer to talk tomorrow?
Mm, is it convenient at the same time?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. Awesome.
So, Do you still want to finish it, or are you tired?
No, I'm not tired.
Okay, let me finish it. I'm very excited to show you the u, the u, the
The
wa.
next page?
No, it's the bottom
Oh,
left.
left.
Bottom left.
Okay.
Wu,
Mm-hmm.
wa, wo,
Yeah.
wai, wei, wan, won, wang, wung. The bottom one, it's really complicated. The one, wun, wang,
No,
wing.
no, no. The bottom one. No. Uh, line before the bottom. We.
We?
Yes. Wa. The next line of wa. It's pronounced we.
The W-E-I?
W-I.
W-I.
Yeah.
We. Oh,
Yes. We.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We,
And next one. One.
one,
One. One.
one.
Yeah.
Kind
One.
of like number one. One,
Yes. Yes.
when,
One.
one,
Yes.
one,
Yes.
wang,
Yeah.
wing,
One.
wong,
Yeah.
wong, wong. The E is very different than any other language.
Yes.
Wong,
Do
wong.
you think it's hard for you?
Um,
Pinyin?
not. I mean, I think the tones are hard. I don't think
Mm-hmm.
the pronunciation is. I think English is more difficult. Pronouncing English is more difficult than Mandarin.
Yes, maybe because just like the pronounce is very hard for Chinese people because our tongue maybe not flexible.
I think an American would disagree. They would say your R is difficult, but in English, like in your Pinyin, it's like the greatest writing system ever. There is a specific number of sounds that you make, and nothing else. In English or any other language, there is infinity number of different pronunciation.
Yes.
So that's what I don't. I'm like I like it, and I speak Arabic. That's my native tongue, and Arabic is more difficult than English.
Mm.
So that some of the words you see, they're kind of like a scribble. That's Arabic.
So can you speak any Arabic?
Yeah, and now
Uh-huh.
مرحبا أنا اسمي حازم كيف حالك؟
Wow. Wow.
Y también
Excellent.
español también un poquito. Just
Wow.
a little bit Spanish.
Is this your second mother tongue?
English, yeah.
English.
I started speaking English at fifth grade. Sixth
Mm-hmm.
grade. That's when I learned.
Six.
Yeah,
So,
12.
so
12 years.
when you study your Arabic,
Um, when I was born. That's my that's my mother tongue.
wow.
Yeah, it's very very difficult. I don't wish anybody to go through the difficulty of learning it. But it's a beautiful language, Arabic. For example, English has maybe 1.2 million words.
Mm-hmm.
French has 800,000. And
Mm-hmm.
those are like the words for the language. Those are not loan words. Arabic has 12 million different words.
Wow.
Yeah, it's nice. I like Arabic. I didn't do so good with it in school. I always failed it.
But I think uh, your English is pretty native.
Well, yeah, thank you. I mean, if I speak with an American person for maybe 20 minutes, they would ask me where I am from.
Uh-huh.
They would think I'm from Germany or something.
So, so you are American or
Syrian.
Arabic?
Arabic, I'm both.
You're both. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Sounds great.
Yeah, it's fun. I like it.
Wow. So why you plan to study in China?
I want to learn Mandarin. I want to learn about the Chinese culture. Um, and I think I will spend the rest of my life learning languages. I want to become a translator.
Oh, you like to translate?
Yeah, that's fun.
Wow.
That's fun. And
So
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. So you want to work in China?
I just want to study right now. I don't know
Yeah.
what I'm gonna work, but yeah, I mean, if there's a good job, I don't know. I haven't thought about it yet.
Wow. Good. Sounds good.
Yeah, and I want a job where I can travel.
Yeah, me too.
That's the
I
dream.
like traveling.
Traveling is fun. Have you ever been to another country? Maybe Japan, Mongolia?
No, I've never been go abroad, and I there's still an idea that I want to find a job, um, just like in America or Australia, Canada, but there's no language dialogue, no language environment. So it is limited for me to practice my spoken English.
There's some foreigners here. You could always, you know.
Yes, maybe, but I'm afraid of they regard me as a liar.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know really. I just think I can find some foreign language partner on conversation exchange, and maybe we can talk about something and make some friends, and maybe in person, and maybe yes, this is nature, but when I go around, such as West Lake, there are many foreigners, and they have their partners. I don't know, but I think it is so strange.
Strange to talk to someone?
Yes.
It's okay. I thought the same thing too when I was, 22, 23.
Mhm.
But eventually you would talk to anybody.
And then
You can talk to anybody. People are nice.
I think It is good. Such like we are in the same age, and maybe our opinion maybe close, and but if I am older and you are younger, or I am younger and you are older, maybe it can't. Um, the talking will not be very easily.
Yeah, I don't know what you're saying.
Yes, and I know my English is not well, so maybe I'm shy to talk with foreigners.
Uh, yeah, I understand. It's
Yes.
today I went outside and I started walking down the street of Iwu, and I was really hungry. so so I kept going up to people, be like, 我饿,我饿,我饿了. What did I say? I said should na. I don't know if that makes sense, and I kept like pointing, and they would give me like direction, be like, go straight or something, and I'm like, it's easy when you are in a country that speak that language, because people will be friendly, and they won't judge your accent. But I understand that you don't want to speak to foreigners because you feel your English is not so good. But I mean, it will pass eventually. If you keep practicing, you could speak well enough to speak to anybody. And if they don't want to talk to you, then it's their loss.
Yes, it is, but you have the environment, you have the language environment, so you can speak Chinese and you can practice it well. But for me, all the Chinese are speaking Chinese, so it is hard to find a language partner and to speak English native.
Yeah, true. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people that wants to learn Mandarin, just like me, and you could use the internet to, speak with them online.
Yes.
Have you met anybody on Conversation Exchange?
Yes. I've ever had a partner, but he's from maybe Southern Africa, and
Okay.
he speaks English, and we still have connect.
You still connect.
Yeah,
Okay.
but in this year, maybe my English is so it's so bad. So um, there's nothing
There's nothing what?
wise.
Wise?
Wise.
Wise?
Yeah. Yeah.
About what? I don't
He
know.
disappeared.
Then you find another partner. That's like
So um, even I don't want to have another partner because the two partners I had, the first one he didn't want to study Chinese anymore because um, he thought he will never have the chance to go to China, and another one from Southern Africa. Um, yeah, just like I told you. Maybe he came to his country and never go back. So yeah, so yes, so he disappeared.
Well, once I go to school, I would be in a classroom full of foreigners. I'm pretty sure they would have some people who speak English natively, and we could make that group. Um, if there's like maybe 3 or 4 people speak English, I would I would meet maybe 3 or 4 Chinese people, and then we could all have like a group, and then we meet up maybe once a week, coffee in a coffee shop, and we practice with each other. That way, you could practice English for the next year, and the friends that I would make, I like making friends, and the friends that I would make, they would learn Mandarin from you, and I met 2 other people from conversation exchange. They live in Hangzhou, so we'll have like a whole group, and we'll all practice. Is that like a good idea? Yeah, I said that's it. We all meet and have conversations. Yes. But one thing I have heard that for foreigners, especially, I don't mean to offend you. I'm just heard about it. That's fine. I don't get offended. Yes, I have heard that for foreigners, especially Americans and Canadians, and maybe maybe they make friends quickly and forget them quickly. Is that true? It's true. There's a term for it. It's called social butterfly. Ah. Have you ever heard that term before? Maybe I know. Social butterfly. Yes. Yes. It means maybe that. I know. Yeah, it means that they make friends with someone. It's kind of like a butterfly, flies from one flower to another and never goes back to the same flower. Yes. And this question I have asked my first partner. He's American. He said yes. He said he has many friends, but 5 years, maybe 1 or 2. 1 or 2. Yes. Chinese friends or foreigner friends? His American friends. Yeah. Well, I don't know what to tell you, but that's how. And I don't mean to sound offensive to you or to the Western people, but Western relationships or friendship is it's not lifetime. It's not life. Yeah, it's not forever. It's especially like when I lived in the States. I lived there for about 5 years, and I had many friends, but after a while, you stop talking to them, and when you see them, you say hi, how are you, how you been, and all that, but they don't really care much for each other. They would have like maybe 3 or 4 friends that they're very close to, but um, they it's just a different culture. Because in Syria, I have friends that I met in sixth grade or seventh grade when I was 14, and I still talk to them now,
Mhm.
11 years later, and I still talk to them every couple months, every month. I would call them. So
Yes.
it's okay.
Different cultures.
Yeah, and plus, when a foreigner comes over here, everyone wants to practice English with them, and a foreigner has so much little time to practice with everybody.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Um.
So, may I continue uh, the next page?
Okay. Sure.
All right, the yue yue yue
Yuan.
yue
Yeah.
yuan yuan
Yeah.
yue yue yuan yue yuan. No,
Mhm.
yuan. Is that right?
Mhm.
For the tones, uh,
Yuan. Yuan.
yuan yun
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
ba 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 ba.
Where?
Uh,
Ah. Yes. I got that. Yes.
uh, there's another page, but
Mhm.
I need I need to go online to find a pinyin chart if you want to practice tones.
I'm sorry.
Can you go on that website that I gave you?
Uh. Go on by what?
The website that Yo-Yo Chinese.
Yes, I can. When we finish, I can find something.
So we could practice the tones. Okay, well, what about the first page of the pinyin that I have, the bo po mo fo.
Mm-hmm.
So we could say like maybe bo po mo fo bo po mo fo. Is that right?
Which tongue?
Pardon me? I'm trying to do all four.
Okay.
So like
Okay.
bo po mo
Mm-hmm.
fo. Second tone. Bo
Mm-hmm.
po mo fo
Mm-hmm.
bo po mo fo
Yeah.
bo po mo fo.
Yes. Good.
D t n l d t n l
Mm-hmm.
d t n l d t n l.
Okay.
Is that right?
Yes. All right.
Keep going.
Okay.
G k h g k h g k h g k h
Excellent.
ji qi xi ji qi xi ji qi xi ji qi xi.
Wow. Excellent.
Um, z, c, s, z, s. No, wait. Z,
No.
s, z, s, s, z.
No.
What?
Um, z,
Z,
z, z.
z. Is that fourth tone, right?
One tone. One tone.
The first tone?
Yeah.
Z,
First tone.
z, z,
Yeah.
z, z,
Yes.
s,
Yes.
z, c, s,
Mhm.
z, c, s,
Yes.
z, c, s,
Yes. Very good.
j, ch, sh, r, j, ch, sh, r, j, ch, sh, r, r. I don't think r, r. I think. What is that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
R, j, ch, sh, r. All right.
Okay.
There's a song that I listen to, by the
Very
way.
good.
There, it's really fun. Um, it's 1 second. I can pull it up online.
There's something. Uh, I just want to please you. Uh, maybe if you could, maybe when I speak some word, is not standardized, or the grammar is not correct. Could you please um, tell me the way, the
Sure.
right pronounce?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. I often, when I'm speaking or typing with Chinese people, they often use the grammar in
The what?
the grammar. They use the grammar incorrectly. They would use the Chinese grammar. It's something I have noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not a big deal. It's everybody who learns a different language, they do that, and the only the only way to sound natural is that you have to watch a lot of TV, a lot of music, listen to a lot of music, and
Okay.
read a lot, like a lot. I have a newspaper in Chinese. I don't know how to read it,
Okay.
but
Okay, I see.
I don't know how to read it, but I I underline every word that I know, and I keep doing that. And if I keep doing that for the next year, I would just start to recognize the pattern of of the language. So I wouldn't have to think in English or Arabic before I
Okay.
speak. So let's correct your. Okay, 1 second, because I saw something, and I was gonna criticize. Do you know what criticize means?
Criticize?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I saw that profile, your profile on Conversation Exchange, and there is some errors. If you want, I could correct, and we could
Wow.
talk about them. So your profile. 1 second. The internet is slow because I have to. Okay. So you say, hello everyone. I think everyone is one word.
Oh. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
No, don't be sorry. Um, so if can you go on your profile so I could explain to you the the mistakes you have on it?
You mean I will introduce myself to you?
No, no, your profile page on Conversation Exchange.
Ah, okay. When we finish, I send you, okay?
Well, no, the okay, fine. I just want to correct the paragraph you have. You say, "Hello, everyone. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Lina, 23 years old. I'm from Hangzhou, a beautiful
Yeah.
city." Yeah, there's some errors that I want to correct.
Okay. I will log in.
All right, log in, and I will show you that. Okay, where is that?
Oh my gosh. I even don't know what mistake I've made.
It's okay. You probably made it a long time ago. The whole. All right, wait. So there's this song that I listened to. Hopefully it loads.
Yeah. If you have some English songs, please recommend me.
Songs? I like Adele.
Yeah.
I like Adele. I will send you some songs. Adele is
Okay. Thank you.
Adele sings well, and her English is good because some songs, if you listen to, they people don't speak like that in real life.
Mm-hmm.
But Adele's songs is nice. It's very classy.
Classic.
Classy. Or classic. It's classy means it's fancy. It's not. You know how there's some songs where it's just bad. They talk about like money, girls, and cars and all
Ah.
that nonsense. And then there's songs that actually mean something that you could listen to. And
Okay.
小朋友，现在让我们来学习汉语拼音字母。我们
this is the
先
song
读
I
声
listen to.
母、韵母和整体认读音节，然后接着学习韵母的四声。请
Yeah,
大家跟着我一起念。
that's where you start. Get it stuck in my head a lot.
So funny.
That's what I listen to. There's also Sesame Street in Mandarin.
This is my
Have you ever
and
have you ever watched Sesame Street?
mystery.
Sesame Street.
Second,
Sesame Street.
Sesame Street.
Yeah, it's a very famous kids show.
Oh, is it a show?
Yeah, it's for kids. Here I'm pulling it up online right now.
I don't know.
嗨，大家好，跟 M 一起来吧！
Is it for exercises?
Yeah, I watch it. I watch it to learn. Right now I can only understand a little bit of kids show, so I listen to some songs, but I really don't know what they're saying. I would sometimes try. There is a really good way of learning. It's called shadowing.
Oh, So,
Shadowing.
um,
So you would listen to someone or like a TV, and you will try to say what they're saying. So,
okay.
like that song, Jiao Palingang or something. I would just try to repeat what they're saying without caring like much about like the subtitles. Don't use subtitles. Subtitles, I use them sometimes, but
Uh-huh.
subtitles, you know the caption, right? The subtitles
Uh-huh.
when you watch American or English TV shows. When you use subtitles, you practice your eyes. You don't practice your ear.
Uh-huh. So,
So go ahead.
do you think whether it is necessary for me to see some Americans child's TV? I mean, the TV for child or kids.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good way to start. It doesn't have to be for like toddlers. It doesn't have to be for babies like I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
It could be like SpongeBob.
Mm-hmm.
I watch SpongeBob in Mandarin. It's really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know SpongeBob?
Maybe
Maybe it's the yellow sponge.
sponge.
SpongeBob. SpongeBob SquarePants. SpongeBob. SpongeBob SquarePants.
Could you please type it out?
Yeah, sure. SpongeBob. Sponge.
This word maybe I've heard about. Maybe I've been heard about it. SpongeBob.
Sponge is you use it to clean the dishes. You know, it has a lot of water.
Ah. Okay. S. Ah, yes, SpongeBob, yes.
Yeah, I love that show, and that's how I learned English.
Ah, okay. Oh yeah, I've heard this word and I've learned this word by an app which can learn some English. Okay.
From Hangzhou.
Cool. So you mean I need to see the SpongeBob TV on internet and to start with my spoken English?
So you would see. Okay, let's put up a SpongeBob here. I would teach you how to shadow. You have to shadow a language to learn to speak it well. So this is
Mm-hmm.
a random episode. I'm just gonna pull, and I'll teach you how to shadow. So it's gonna get a bit nosy. So listen carefully. Okay.
Okay.
One second. And the internet is a bit slow, and I'm trying to correct the paragraph you have. All right. Beautiful. It's beautiful city. English. Okay. Mandarin.
You're looking for Mandarin?
No, I'm retyping your profile. I can help you with Chinese. Don't say Chinese, say Mandarin because some people might want to learn Cantonese or another. Like an American, even though an American or a Western, a foreigner would say, I want to learn Chinese, but saying I want to learn Chinese is incorrect. You have to specify what language of Chinese you're referring to. It's kind of like saying, like, Indian is not a language, you know? Do you understand?
Not exactly.
So saying that I'm learning Chinese is incorrect because Chinese is not a language. Mandarin is a language.
I see.
Cantonese is a language, and there's I think couple more in China, right?
Okay. So if I want to express my idea, I need to say I can help with Mandarin.
Yes.
Okay. And what else?
So like people from India, they don't speak Indian, they speak Hindi. People say that oh, you're from India, you speak Indian. Indian is not a language, and
Oh.
Hindi is like the only language that they all can communicate in. But there's 200 different languages in India.
Hindi. Speak Hindi.
Hindi, yes, it's Hindi. It's not Indian.
How can I spell it?
Hindi.
Hindi.
Yeah.
Hindi. Hindi.
Hindi.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
I messed up the hello.
Yes.
I think I was typing yellow and it just kind of messed it up. Okay.
I always make some handwriting mistake.
Spelling mistakes here. Spelling mistakes.
Oh, spelling.
Yeah. There's contests in the United States where they do spelling contest. It's called Spelling Bee.
Contest.
Yeah, contest. Competition.
Okay. Oh, contest.
Yes, contest.
Why calling spelling bee?
Pardon me? Yeah, the contest is called Spelling Bee. So they,
Spelling bee?
yeah. So a judge would tell the players or the people who are in the contest a word, and they have to spell it. And if they miss a letter, they would lose. So
Oh.
so be like, can you spell, let's say, conversation? They were like conversation. 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 And and they keep going. And there's some really really difficult words. They would give them like a word that they really don't know where, like they probably never used it in their life, but they would be able to spell it
Mm-hmm.
based on its origin.
Ah.
Origin. So they would ask them, maybe the the people who are competing, they would ask the judge, may I have its origin? And they would say maybe Latin, because English is a language that is developed from other languages. Like the grammar is mostly German, the words are Latin and
Mm-hmm.
Roman as well, and there's some Greek, Spanish. It's like a mixture of all those languages combined together.
Oh.
So, anyways, let me just teach you shadowing, and we could continue our study session tomorrow at 2. Is that okay?
Okay.
You could
Sure.
practice shadowing tomorrow, from now till tomorrow. So I'm gonna
Shadowing.
shadowing, yeah, and I'll send you an article so you know what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna play a video. Listen closely, okay?
Um. Pardon me.
I'm gonna play a video.
Play a video.
Yeah, I'm gonna play a video. I'm gonna turn
Mm-hmm.
on a video. So listen and see what I'm doing, okay? There it is.
I can't hear it clearly.
You can't hear it clearly?
Yeah.
You can't or you can?
I can't.
You can't. Okay. So
Yeah.
shadowing is like whatever, you know, I hear, I would say right away. And I keep doing that. So I repeat everything I would say. There's a game. I'm pretty sure that you played it when you were a kid. When kids used to be mean to each other, they will repeat everything the other person is saying. Do you know it?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Just like
Just like
you
just like you
made yourself
you made yourself
despair.
you made yourself despair.
Is that?
Is that?
Ah. I
I
see.
see.
Just like.
Just like
you repeat my
you repeat exactly.
procedure.
Yes. So do that with the TV shows that you're seeing or the songs that you're seeing, and try to do it while listening, and try to keep um, your speed with the speed that you're hearing it. So that's why I recommend you watch children shows, because they speak um, simple language and they don't speak fast. And if you go on like Yoko or YouTube or anything, you can select the speed and put it to like 0.75. Don't put it at the normal speed. Do you know how to do that?
0.75.
Yeah, like go on Yoko right now.
Right now.
Yeah, like anything. Put on any TV, any show, and at the bottom you could select the speed,
Oh, okay.
and
Yes.
and put it at, there's like 1.5, 1.75.
Yes.
Put 0.75, so they speak slower.
Slower. Yes.
Yeah, or you could put it 0.5 if you wanna even go slower, and keep doing that until you manage to speak it at a faster pace. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right. So it's been an hour and a half. I think this is this was a good session. We'll do the same tomorrow, okay?
Okay. See you tomorrow.
All right.
And thank you.
No problem. Thank you. You helped me with my
Thank you.
Pinyin. Don't forget to do your assignment for tomorrow is to shadow, okay?
Okay.
All right. 再见。
再见。谢谢。
谢谢。All right. So that was a really nice session. She's a really nice person. See, Western people, you don't make friends that last forever. That's your impression. Well, that's the world's impression of you, not mine. I made some friends that lasted forever. They know who they are. But anyways, I think this was productive. I know I spoke in a very slow pace, but I want to be... Oh, I got a message. Oh, this shit is nice. I tried to kind of speak in a... Now I can't speak fast enough because I've been speaking for an hour and a half in a slower pace. But when you're learning a language, you really can't keep up with listening as fast as native speakers. So I figured that I should just tone down my speech so she would be able to understand me, and she would probably do the same. She's doing the same for me in Mandarin. So if I would to speak Mandarin with someone or whatever Mandarin that I would know, I would want them to speak to me like a child, because right now I am. In Mandarin, I am. A 3-year-old can speak more Mandarin than I would. That was productive. She kind of helped me with my Pinyin and my tones. I think I'm gonna slow down on the characters as much as I am fascinated by the characters, and I like art, but I can't draw anything. I could draw maybe stick figures. That's pretty much it. But I can't really speak. I can't really draw anything. But my handwriting in Arabic and in English, it's been called somewhat beautiful. Some people say it's girly, but I don't care. So I'm fascinated by the characters. Like, that's probably the only art that I can make. So you know what, I'm gonna get something that is really gonna help me. Alright, stay tuned, it's gonna be legendary. Where was it? Where did I do it? Alright. Aw. Scratched a little bit. So this is called a Buddha board. And it's basically water. And make sure that you use filtered water. So I'm gonna use the drinking water that I have, because otherwise the residue from whatever is in the water sticks on the board, and then the board gets damaged. And this is not cheap, it's like $40. But save the environment with it because you don't use as much paper, and it's really relaxing. So I basically like this. You know what? I need to charge this anyway, so let's stick it up. So I got this newspaper, a new newspaper. I figured, it'd be nice. Oh, I hope this is water. Okay. So you fill it up with a little bit water, and basically, I think this is a Japanese way of the art of, I don't know, I remember the box that says like the art of letting go. Basically, things are beautiful for a little while, and they tend to, or no, it's to let go of artistic stuff. I don't know. It has some meaning to it. I don't know. So let's see. Character, a nice character with many strokes, so it looks fancy. All right. None. Okay, this is good. All right. Make sure you don't dip it that much. So. Actually, you should dip it a little bit more. Alright. So what happens is that it dries off and you keep writing. So let's pick another one. Sure. Okay. Ta. And there's another ta for the ladies. Maybe use men as well. No, I'm not looking at the newspaper. I'm just recalling from memory. And if you know a little bit about the differences between traditional and simplified, you would know based on this character. I'm using simple because I'm in mainland China. I'm not in Hong Kong, and I would eventually try to learn to recognize traditional, but I don't think I would have the time to learn it. Maybe not. Tsai. This is Tsai. Let's see what else. Gao. So this is kind of like a contest. Can you draw on the whole board before the first one dries or something? You could just see them gone. This is nice after a breakup. Let's see. Something. So. Yeah, this is sun. Sun is easy though. I don't know between okay, is a bit challenging. So it'll be like this. There is a stroke order. This is something that I read when I got my letter of admission. Just for full disclosure, the number of days on the videos are not the number when I started learning Mandarin. I started learning Mandarin between mid-June to mid-January. I'm sorry, mid-January to late January. That's when I started dedicating a lot of time. Before then, I would, learn how to write maybe a character, or I would learn the different components of the language. It helped me ever since I wanted to move to China to study for a year. There was a decision that I did before Christmas, I think around Thanksgiving. So I got fascinated by the writing system, and I did this for even Japanese. Like I think I still know like wa like that. I think what was no, it's not like that. Like that. Ah. I think is like this. This is Japanese, by the way. It just I like the writing systems of the world. Like this is in Hebrew. Um, what else? There's I think a Russian letter like that, a reverse R, and maybe a word like. So I get fascinated by it, but I don't consider it as studying rather than it's just art. You know, if you learn how to draw something in a different language, doesn't necessarily mean that you learn it. Let's keep going. This is Zol. I just noticed it. Tian. Or this is not Tian. This is Da. Zi. This is supposed to be two strokes. So I did. It's just basically reading, and for me, I don't want to say it becomes naturally, because it really doesn't. It's just I enjoy learning about it, and I like learning how to write like fancy stuff. This is really bad, by the way. And this is my name, and I can't still. Yeah, it's not gonna work with Arabic. Arabic needs to be like pressed really hard. Uh, let's see, Sean. What else? Boo. That's a really good word. Or chu. That's a word that you use a lot. Yeah, and what I'm doing is just try to keep things interesting as much as I can. Between newspaper, trying to find words that I can recognize. Between children's shows that I watch, music that I listen to. Today I was hungry and I went outside. And this is the beautiful thing about living in another country and not knowing the language, is that you're kind of forced to. It's just no option. It's not like when I lived in Florida, you could live in Florida and speak Arabic or Spanish for the rest of your life without ever needing. Um, well, maybe Arabic you would need someone, but in like Spanish, you could live literally your whole life and not needing Spanish at all. Most of the forms they have um, another form in Spanish, so it's it's not a motivation to learn it, but it was a motivation for me to try to pick up Spanish. Yo hablo un poquito de español porque tenía muchos amigos de puertorriqueño, pero ellos hablan en español de Puerto Rico y usan las palabras en inglés mucho. Okay, now I'm messing up my grammar in Spanish. But that's because I don't use it. I would be able to understand reading it, listening to it, but the minute that I start to speak it, I'm like, I don't sound natural, and I always sound weird because I don't speak it enough. I gotta text. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna end this stream. Think in a couple more hours I'll study another 2 hours, but I'm exhausted. I think I had a productive day so far. I think about a 4 hour session. So I'm gonna go take a nap. I hope that you realize how beautiful it is to learn another language and how easy it is. It's just you need to dedicate the time for it, and it will be a lifetime, a worth long journey for your whole lifetime. I don't know if I made it better.